Hello and welcome to the DireWolf20 Let's Play. This is episode 25. I'm here with Letitia Angel.
Hello everybody.
And this episode is brought to you by the Awakened Ichorium Pickaxe. Well, it's not really brought to you by it, but we're going to make it. So, let's get started. I've done a lot of prep work, as you may have seen. I made the wand recharge pedestal, the compound recharge focus. I went and picked up a bunch of Aura nodes. I did some other stuff, including I built another floor below us using the builder's wand, so it wouldn't take long at all. I haven't been able to put too many recordings up lately because a lot of prep work, and apparently Endermen are destroying my other floor.
They're just decorating.
Yeah, with dirt. Anyway, oh, I'm not. There we go. I've been doing so much prep work, I kind of ran out of my cache of extra recordings. Hopefully that'll change soon, and especially now that I'm actually getting more done in Thaumcraft. So I'm gonna just say oh well to that Enderman. If he attacks me, he attacks me. But I just wanted to get you up to speed. So if I miss another day, sorry about that, but it's because of all the prep work. Thaumcraft is a very lengthy process, although it really is worth it. I was actually, some of my prep work involved doing some of the chemistry stuff, or alchemy stuff, I guess it's called. And I was doing that without thinking about it, and I decided that I actually should do some of it on camera because you guys haven't seen me do it, and maybe you haven't done it yet. So maybe you don't even know what to expect. It's not always so easy, and sometimes it gets quite confusing. But that's how I make the thaumium ingots using the alchemy, and it's actually quite easy once you know what you're doing. However, I never know what I'm doing, so I always mess it up. But all you need is 4 Prescientatio, so I suggest you make some, put it in a bottle, and then put it in a phial. And then throw 2 ingots in with the phial so you don't have flux pouring out. But what I'm actually going to make is the gold purification, which requires 1 metallum and 1 ordo, and a piece of gold ore or gravel ore. It will accept either. I'm also going to make the native iron cluster, and that requires the same thing, only using iron or iron gravel, just like the gold. I'm going to do that here for you today because I'd not thought about doing the recording on it, and maybe some of you want to see it. But it's not all that hard. And there's the gold. The files are the best way to do it, and you can actually throw in actual normal components like stuff that makes up ordo for ordo and stuff that makes up metallum for metallum. But I suggest you do the files because it's cleaner and you don't have to worry about the whole big mess. And since this is October 1st for me, wooden buckets look like the pumpkins because it's the month of Halloween. That's forestry for Minecraft plugins. And I said, hey, that's kind of cool. Tish was the one that pointed it out to me. I decided to go ahead and do it And another one we noticed, and Tish was the first one to notice this one, was that because this is October, slime balls look like slimes with glasses. And just so you guys know that this whole floor is actually here just for killing slimes and mining slimes. And yes, I realize that they won't spawn on glowstone, but there's enough space in between the glowstone that they will actually spawn in just fine without any issue. And I'm going to put these away real quick. We thought there was some kind of glitch going on at first, and then Alex actually looked it up and saw that the slime balls look like that because it is October. Now, you probably won't see this today. Well, I know you won't, because I record all of my episodes at least one day early, and that gives me time to edit them, edit out some of the boring parts and whatnot. But I'm actually not going to need all 8 of those, but I'm just going to stick them in there for now, just because. So that's the only reason I grabbed the water bucket. I didn't even need it. And one of the components that, and I thought about making it beforehand, but I decided not to. One of the components we're going to need for the Awakened Ichorium Pickaxe, besides the pickaxe itself, is the pickaxe of the core, 2 of them. So I'm going to make those for you too. I thought about just generically making them up and then off camera, and I decided against it in case you wanted to see the process. I did go ahead and get all the essentials I needed for the entire process, and I laid them out here. Now, the essential actually doesn't need to be in any kind of order. The infusion altar doesn't care about the order of the essentials, so I just stuck them over here, left some over there for other stuff, and I am getting some lag now. The ticks per second on the server has been pretty bad today. Right now they're not as bad as it was earlier. Hopefully it continues to be good enough that I can actually record several episodes tonight, because that gives me the chance that if I record several episodes, I can take an entire day and do prep work for stuff, so I can keep my videos a little more interesting. Okay, so Awaken the Ichorium Pickaxe, we're going to need first the pickaxe of the core, so let's go ahead and make 2 of those real quick. Fire shard, great wood log, and diamond. So, fire shard, great wood log, diamond, and in the center, of course, the Thaumic Pickaxe. And I almost forgot my wand. Well, I actually did forget my wand.
So I'm a little sad.
What are you sad about?
I had to mess up my perfect design for my glowstone in order to make sure things don't spawn.
Huh. Wonder what that... Oh, okay, yeah, I did notice that the other day. I was actually telling my viewers here about that. Okay, so... and we have a pickaxe of the core. Fire shard, great wood log, diamond, and Thaumic Pickaxe. kind of like the sound it makes when it's infusing. So we now have both of the pickaxes of the core, which look quite silly, I think. But it's fine. I'm going to go ahead and throw them on here right now. Then I'm going to go in here. I didn't put everything in there, I guess. I'm going to go ahead and make the pickaxe itself. Now this will be the Ichorium Pickaxe, which is a great pickaxe all by itself. But the Awakened Ichorium Pickaxe is most definitely the best. Now, right now, this pickaxe, it says you've discovered how to create tools out of Ichorium. These tools are extremely powerful, even more so than diamond. Furthermore, they never break. For the creation of these tools, mundane sticks aren't enough. You decided to use silver wood rods in replacement. They are all pretty good. I'm not going to lie. They never break, and they are quicker than diamond. They are enchantable, and that alone makes that worth making. And I actually should have put on that suit, but I didn't. So it costed me a little extra to make it. Should have been 75 Ignis, but it actually wasn't quite that because of my goggles. So actually, before I continue, I'm going to go ahead and I'll make the axe. I'll make the shovel. And I'll make the sword. Now I'm going to go ahead and put some of these back in there. Grab this back out, because all of these are good. And I'm going to use the Ichorium sword for a while until I set up my Tinker's Construct stuff, which I'll do on here. And then I'm going to make the best sword that I know of in the game. Alright, so I'm going to clear some stuff out of my inventory. Alright. Now we need to set this up precisely. And if we don't, it will mess it up. So be careful when setting this up, and it is going to be the most dangerous one I've done so far. Ichorium, cloth, ichor.
And he's not kidding when he says it gets messy. I decided to use his cauldron one day just to be silly and threw slime balls in it and made a giant mess. He was mad at me.
Of course, I'm actually talking about the infusion altar, and she's talking about something else. A diamond and TNT.
Oh, I've never messed with the infusion altar. I heard it can blow up.
It is supposed to be able to. I've personally never seen it happen. I've always been very careful. So I'm not 100% sure. Okay. Gold, iron, cinnabar. Gold, iron, cinnabar. And it looks like everything is set. Put my stuff in my pack back the way it's supposed to be. And if this thing is ever going to mess up because of the way it's set up, it will be now. Oh, yeah, I kind of need to put the pickaxe in the center, huh? Seriously, hope this doesn't mess up.
I'm coming in for a visit.
Oh no, go away.
I'm coming to use a water bucket.
Now there should be enough of everything. With a little extra. I shouldn't need any kind of backups, but I have no backup set up, so that's why I say let's pray. Of course, I suggest that anytime you do this, if things mess up and you have no backup plan, grab all your most expensive stuff, and then after that, just walk off until it's done messing up and clean up the mess. I've never really had it happen, but I'm sure it can. Okay, so the metallum is finished, and it's moving on to the saxum. And I'm going to take a real quick look around, make sure nothing's fallen off, because it says, the book says they can. Alright, looks good. This is the most dangerous infusion I've done with this table, so it is a little bit of a nerve-wracking experience. I apparently do have enough of everything, thankfully. Now, if everything goes well, you guys are going to watch me mine, and I'm pretty sure you're not going to mind watching me mine today, because I will be actually mining in the Bedrock Dimension, and it's eating items. Of course, it goes for the most expensive first, so that if it messes up, it already ate them. Just a couple more items now. And we have an Awakened Ichorium Pickaxe. And that is going to replace my Silk Touch Pickaxe. So let's go use it. Got a brand new pickaxe, and I actually, when I first made this pickaxe the very first time, I actually didn't know what to do with it, how to get to the Bedrock Dimension. But since I actually do now, well, I'm going to go dump some stuff out of my pack. You guys, whoever may not know, will now know, because you're going to see me do it. I'm going to dump these clusters in there. Then I'm going to dump that in there. Oh no, I don't want to put that in there. I'm going to set this up to recharge. Now this is not finished. I just got so tired of collecting these things that I went ahead and stopped. It was just that bad. Alright, put the dirt in there. I'm going to put these tools in here. And where I'm going, I will not be needing the sword. And my axe provides my food. So there are no enemies in the Bedrock Dimension. And all I did was I hit a piece of bedrock and then fall into it. Now if I want to go back, I can just go back through here. And of course it teleports me to the surface. I do suggest to never use teleportation of any type to teleport inside or to the Bedrock Dimension, as it can produce some very unexpected and deadly results.
I have tried it a couple times, and I've suffocated, drowned, and burned to death.
Yes, that can absolutely happen.
I have also fallen to my death.
I don't know how you... Oh, wait. Yeah, you might be able to if you teleport out of the Bedrock Dimension.
Yeah, I've done both.
Yeah, you may be able to slash home if you're on a server like this. But other than that, be very careful. I'm on block mode, so I want to change that. So I'm going to shift, and then I'm going to left click, so it's on square mode. And then just start mining. You'll find some very valuable stuff to mine here, and I passed some iron. I'm sure people's noticed that, which I'm not actually terribly concerned with at the moment. But I will warn you, mining with this pickaxe can cause crashes. I've actually caused the server to crash with this in other situations, and if you can't pick stuff up that's floating on the ground, what you may want to do is go ahead and disconnect and then reconnect, just like that. And when you reconnect, you should be able to pick it up. And in my case, it actually completely disappeared. Oh, there it is. Tin ore, which I'm actually going to place back because I don't want right now. But I believe that you can find any ore in this that you can find in the game.
Are you able to use a regular pickaxe to level up?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you, Tish.
Are you
Are you able to use a regular pickaxe in the Bedrock world?
You are able to, but you won't be able to mine the bedrock. So you'll be limited to whatever you can see, and it actually becomes quite annoying. But remember that if you're thinking about enchantments, you can actually enchant the Awakened Ichorium Pickaxe just as you would any other pickaxe, and there is a cloth that you can use to remove enchantments that's also made by Thaumic. Don't remember the name of it right at the moment, but it exists.
Isn't it something Ichor?
No, I think it's called Spellbinding Cloth.
That actually sounds familiar.
Yeah, you just stick it in the crafting menu with the thing that you want to use or delete the enchantments off of, and then just go from there. So now that I've got my favorite pickaxe, I'm going to do a little bit of relaxation on Minecraft, my Let's Play, instead of going nuts doing everything the way I've been doing it, trying to get things out of the way, because this is actually the goal I've set for myself. I've really been wanting this pickaxe. It's awesome. And there's copper. Now, just so you guys know real quick, I'm going to go ahead and mine this copper, even though I don't really need it. This is actually going to go down very deeply, and it's going to be very huge veins of this. If you enchant this with what's the enchant that speeds up the how quickly you mine?
Efficiency?
Yes, if you enchant this with efficiency, you'll cause more server crashes, or what if you're on a server. I don't know about on single player, but well, not server crashes so much as it will kick you out of the game. But don't let that discourage you. Go ahead and do it and keep going back into the game, because it's still much faster. And I'm going to go ahead and keep mining out this vein here just to show you guys the worth of this. And hey, who doesn't need copper anyway, right? Oh, and since I'm going to be flying back up and collecting out of the sides, you'll get to see a little trick that I've learned when mining out of the sides of things and flying at the same time. Because typically when you fly and mine a block, you're going to encounter the, I don't know what to call it, where you take a time hit for flying and mining at the same time. If you mine the bedrock next to it on square mode, it'll still mine it, but it will mine it much faster. So everybody who sees this and sees when later I have all these different materials that I'm going to have, I'm going to be mining off camera. So you'll know where I got it, because I'm not even finished and I already have that much. Almost 2 rows full of copper. And this is just nuts. Now, as you guys can see, when I hit the bedrock, how quickly it mines the ores, and I don't actually know if that fell to the ground or not, but it mines it very quickly, even though I'm flying, because this bedrock is actually part of the Thaumcraft mod. But since the ores are not, you'll still take the hit if you try to mine the ores directly, as you'll see here in a second. Now it will still work, but it's just not as efficient. Alright, so now that I've mined that one single vein, I have almost an entire inventory full of copper ore, and this is the forestry for Minecraft copper ore, which does not matter because you can turn it into any of them. It doesn't matter, and they're all interchangeable in this pack. Now, remember that by the time I put this through the macerator, even without the ore washing machine, it's going to double it, or the pulverizer even. And you're talking about a massive amount of copper that I've just mined here in just a few minutes. And you can actually do this with any of these ores. And this is tin ore, which is it looks like it's favoring forestry right now. Which I don't blame it. I mean, hey, why not? I've actually picked those up, and I don't want to actually mine those right now yet, so I'm going to put them back so I can later. So, as you can see, this is quite the awesome mod. It's definitely worth getting into. Now, and there's so much more tin there. I'm actually going to make some black hole talismans eventually just to pick the stuff up, because this is just too much stuff. You can mine down here for hours with the black hole talismans and then never fill your pack. So the black hole talismans are awesome. A lot of the stuff I don't even want. I don't actually care about Ars Magica, and I don't care about the Appetite. The coal and redstone is fine. I will use that. The lead, I have enough for now. But if I want it, I'm going to go ahead and put it back there in case I want it later. And this world is also infinite, just like the normal Minecraft world. And I don't want lag, so I'm actually going back and picking the stuff up. You can actually go back to the surface at any time, making a new portal, as you just saw. Awesome mod. I just can't express how much this mod is worth. Was you going to say something, Tish?
It depends on what it is from Ars Magica, but I might want it because I'm thinking on getting into it here in the Let's Play area.
Shimmerite. I have a lot at my house, and you're more than welcome to pick that up and pick it up from my house and get it. I don't care. This is saltpeter, and I think right now all I do is dump that somewhere.
I honestly have never used saltpeter in this entire game.
I have.
What is it even for?
You can mix saltpeter with some other stuff. I'll actually look it up right now. Okay. If you use Natura sulfur, you can combine them in a crafting grid and get a gunpowder. Or you can mix niter and saltpeter with sulfur and charcoal dust or coal dust to make gunpowder. Apparently you can macerate creeper plant seeds and get gunpowder. I don't know anything about this lacerator. If anybody wants to leave a comment and tell me anything about it, I would appreciate that. But basically it's to help get gunpowder. Apparently you can mix one niter, one sulfur, or saltpeter, some combination of those two with a charcoal or coal, and get gunpowder that way too. There's apparently a lot of ways to do it.
I have to apologize. When you were sitting there saying one this, one that, that song popped in my head where it goes one scotch, one bourbon.
One bourbon, one scotch, and one beer.
Yes, that one.
Put some stuff away. Oh, there's too much redstone in that one. Alright. I actually don't know what I've been doing with the saltpeter. Perhaps nothing at all. Is that saltpeter? Yes, okay, I do actually have a thing for it. Okay, so that is the Awakened Ichorium Pickaxe. And awesome, again. Just don't know how much I can stress that. It really is awesome and it's really worth it. Now I am going to later on enchant this. However, I kind of want to wait for the osmotic enchanter. Kind of don't want to wait. It's a toss-up because I do know that I can remove it and enchant it. I might even rename it, but not right now. I don't even need to do that on camera. I don't feel like I need to do that on camera. Oh, I also picked up a focus pouch while I was killing some pecks. They drop focus pouches and they drop the Peck's Curse and wands. And I went ahead and made my dislocation, and that was a process. It's not all that hard. In fact, I think it was on this very tab here.
Aren't them focus pouches really hard to make?
No, they're very easy actually. Okay, so the dislocation, all it costed was 4 nether quartz, an ender pearl, a diamond, and amber. So material wise for me at the stage it was super cheap, and just 20 alienus, 20 prescientatio, 10 tenebrae, 25 vacuous, and 5 vidium, which is not too hard to make. You just break those down. Actually, let me see. Would it be artifice that the focus pouch is in? And I've actually made these before, and before I knew that the Pex dropped them. They are still quite easy to make. Let me look. Maybe Thaumic Tinkerer. I know that if I see the other pouch, it'll be part of the recipe for it, so it might. Yeah, the bottomless pouch. Here's the bottomless pouch, and it's actually the 2 ichor cloth are the hardest part to make. The portable hole's not so hard to make. The hungry chest, not so hard to make. But the 2 ichor cloth are the hardest part. Now, the focus pouch, all it requires is 7 leather in an upside down pants shape, or a U, 1 gold, and any wand with 10 Terra, 10 Ordo, and 10 Perdicio in an arcane workbench will make the focus pouch. So they are like one of the easiest things to make. So it's actually, that's not a problem. And I think the slime's making that noise is gonna start getting on my nerves. I just wanted to be able to collect them when I have need of them. So I went ahead and made that other level. Okay, so the next thing I'm probably going to worry about making is the Awakened Ichorium Axe. And I don't actually see why I shouldn't just go ahead and doing some of the prep work here on camera with you guys. And here it is. I'm going to need more Ichorium, more Ichor, another Ichor cloth. I'm going to need 2 axes of the stream, 2 excavation wands. I already have the Ichorium axe. I already have the diamond. I already have the TNT. I already have the clusters. Actually, I don't know if I have the cinnabar. I think I do.
You do.
Yes, I do. Okay. So, and this axe is awesome as well. Best axe in the game. And I don't know if I can even make any more Ichor stuff. Actually, the only thing I have left that I need is the cloth for this, which is going to require more Ichor. I'm not going to do that on camera because it's a very lengthy process. Actually, let me see. Alright, oh, I have slime balls here. And a lot of them. Oh, lag. Oh, I can make 3 more setups of the shards. And each of those make 8. So maybe I will set it up for 2 more. I did forget that I had the... Oh, that won't actually make those. I did forget that I was harvesting the slime islands in the sky. I'm going to go ahead and dump the focus pouch for now. And I need to make more Ichor. Someone need... Oh, I forgot about the nether stars. Do you have any nether stars, honey?
You're more than welcome to come check my... oh, you don't know which chest it is. Hold on a minute, I'll go look.
I know that I have some skulls around here somewhere, and I may be able to actually... I have enough skulls that I can go and summon the Wither twice if you don't have them, so... Oh, that's not at all what I was trying to do. Two Eye of Ender, 2 diamonds. By the way, if you don't know, I'm double clicking this to give it the yellow outline, and that's going to turn everything gray except for what I'm looking for, what matches any search. And it actually makes it easier to find stuff because it will be lit up. And it was actually Alex who showed us how to do that. And diamond. Then you just double click, and if you don't know this trick, you can left click on this area to delete the entire word or words. I want to run over here real quick Wish there was some way to muffle the sounds that come from the slimes down there. Maybe I should have actually made the floor lower. And I might actually go ahead and do that. I might actually go ahead and lower that floor so that I can not have to hear the slimes constantly.
There's a nether shard in my pack. I found one in the mob chest in the starter house. I think someone uncrafted the default portal gun because it was not there, but I did find this.
I wonder what happens if you macerate these slime plants. Since you can macerate the other ones, can you macerate the slime plants? Let's give it a try real quick, why not? And you cannot macerate them. I did hear you, and I'm in the middle of something. Give me just a second. I'm going to go ahead and do an INVC.
While you're at it, take your bucket back. I no longer need it.
Wait, you stole my bucket?
Didn't steal, borrowed.
I hate you. Okay, so I'm gonna put a couple things back, and I'm gonna take the goggles of revealing and replace it with an actual helmet, and then I'm gonna go and hopefully whoop the Ender Dragon's ass. Not Ender Dragon. I meant the Wither for my other what you call it?
You hear that bad language he just used?
What?
Talking about you.
I don't know what I've done with my other helmet. As I do not want to die. And I do know that fighting the Wither can turn out that way. Alright, I'm gonna go stick my goggles of revealing in here. Okay. And just so I don't mess up somebody else's server or anybody else's property down in the Nether, I'm going to go ahead and fight it above bedrock. If I was playing in my own world, I would do it in a regular area, but I have to be conscious of other people's stuff. Alright, let me grab a few pieces of soul sand real quick. If lag permits. Alright. So I'm on top of bedrock now, and this is where I'm going to fight them. Only because I don't want to risk messing up somebody else's stuff, like I said. Or any parts of the server. Now this would get reset. This will get reset on a monthly basis. We don't know when it's going to be reset here this month, but I don't want to be responsible for somebody's stuff that I don't even realize that they're around. I guess those guys are all below me. I don't know what that is on that map. Okay, this should be far enough away. If I die, I can always type /back. He shouldn't actually kill me, but you never know.
The first time I ever played on here, not this map, but on the PC, and spawned that thing, I didn't know what it was. So I thought, what best way than to box him in obsidian. He blew his way from the obsidian and destroyed everything in the overworld that was within sight, including me. Did I ever tell you that, honey?
I think I actually saw you doing it.
You might have on my old laptop.
Yeah. And I've defeated him. And it was actually almost an even battle because he almost wiped me out, quite honestly. But have another yellow heart to add to my collection. Maybe I was sticking those in the starter home.
I believe you were.
Anyway, I need to start collecting those for myself. I actually thought there was more of that stuff in there. There we go. Alright, so we have the Nether Star for this next infusion. What else do we need? We're going to need 32 Humanus, 32 Lux, and 64 Spiritus. Times 2, actually. So we're going to need 64 Humanus, 64 Lux, and yeah. There's the Lux. I'm going to stick this one on this side because I've never cleaned up this yet. Oh, I'm not wearing my glasses, so I can't tell what things are. What is it? Humanus. That is Census. I have no Humanus here. And no Spiritus. I do have a bottle of Spiritus. I actually have a lot of bottles of stuff made up in this chest over here. I don't think I actually have enough of everything. There's my Humanus. Let's see what's...
I guess I gathered too much glowstone. And made way too much glass.
I'm pretty sure I made some. Maybe I used it. I don't remember though. I'm going to test to make sure that this will actually pick up for that. No, it won't. So I can't look at it. Look, I don't remember having used it. I'm going to need 2 bottles. I must have used it. So this episode has been running for almost an hour. So I guess I'm going to go ahead and make up the Spiritus that I need in between episodes. And then bring up the next episode with me having it. But I'm going to be doing a lot of prep work on stuff next episode also because I need to make up some episodes for the next few days so that I can do some of the most boring prep work off camera and have some days off so I can do the most boring prep work off camera. Oh my goodness, it's a lot of enemies on that screen up on the mini map. Well, that was episode 25. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget you can give a like, a subscribe, share, comment, and especially those comments. I really would appreciate comments telling me how I'm doing, what I can do better, what I'm doing right and wrong. Any honest comments are welcome. Feel free, and until next time, have a good day.
Bye, everybody.